This Ganesha has appeared in Australia as Uluru. It's a very big mountain which looks like Shri Ganesha. It has a very big also a trunk going down. The vibrations itself will prove that it is Shri Ganesha from the Mother Earth. He has appeared in many places, Shri Ganesha, not only there, but there I felt is the really the source of vibrations. That's what is, and in Australia I thank him that because of him only Sahaja Yoga has worked so well and so easily. And government also has never troubled us, or there has been no problem with them. I don't know what is helping them, but perhaps it is the Shri Ganesha as Uluru, which is protecting Sahaja Yoga there and is growing so much.
Today is a very unique thing that is happening. It is a special luck for Sahaja Yogis of Australia. This day has never been celebrated before in the history of Sahaja Yoga. Today is the New Year's Day for Sahaja Yogis because this is the New Year's Day of the Shalivahan calendar. As you know, Shalivahan is my dynasty, and they are called as Shalivahan because they are the carriers of the shawls of the goddess. They are called as these because as you are also carrying so many times my shawls around.
Shrī Ganesha sākshāt.
So I am now going to tell you the story of Shri Ganesha's birth. It's very interesting. It's very symbolic. This is Christ, and that is, he is the Omega and he is the Alpha and all that they talk of. They don't know what they are talking. It's so short form of what the whole thing is. They don't know Ganesha at all. Nothing. They just take one word here and there, just talk like that. So he is the first one created. Now, it's very symbolic. The pure power of desire to be one with the Spirit is symbolized in the Gauri. The primordial Gauri is that power which has separated from her Lord. In her previous lives, she was separated. And again, she is born as Parvati. And she wants to be one with Shiva, which is the Spirit. So now the marriage has taken place, in the sense that now she can meet. The wedding has to start. But she is not yet married, in the sense that she is still a virgin, but married otherwise means she is now about to rise. Before that, she wants to have her bath, because she has to meet her Lord. So she must have her bath, the bridal bath. She is a virgin, absolutely virgin, and she goes for a bath. Now, she is afraid that anybody might come inside when she is having her bath. Look at the delicacy of the whole thing. This desire, which just is meant for the Spirit, doesn't want to be exposed to anything else, any negativity coming in, anything happening. So she closes the door, but still she is worried from the back side somebody may come. So she puts this scented powder which we use in India. For the bride specially it is given, and rubs her body with that, and she finds that a lot of it comes out. So she makes the Ganesha out of that. Now imagine how much vibrated it must. She puts that, is made of camphor and all these beautiful things. which are really celestial, and that is completely vibrated on her body. She makes a Ganesha and puts him at the back of the bathroom. She's having her bath nicely. At that time, Shiva comes suddenly, knocks at the door. She doesn't hear him. So he goes from the back door. There he sees Shrī Ganesha sitting. He asks Shrī Ganesha, "Who are you?" So he says, "I am the son of Gauri."
Shri Ganesha Sākshāt.
It gives me greatest pleasure to be with my children here.
Shri Adi Shakti Mātājī Shri Nirmala.
As you know, I have so many children all over the world. Apart from the one whom I actually physically gave birth. We have to think of all those today who are away from us, thousands of miles, praying to God Almighty for their spiritual ascent. One has to only pray for the spiritual ascent, because as you ascend, you get all the rest of it. Because you do not ascend, you do not get what is needed. That's why there are problems. And even today I had to solve some problems before I could come to Puja. But if you decide that we have to ascend spiritually within us, then everything that you have to receive, all the blessings that God wants to shower upon you, to make you the citizen of His great kingdom, where you are no more judged, you are no more chastised, you are no more put to any test, where you reside in eternal love of God and in His glory. I could not believe about 10 years back that within 10 years I'll be able to achieve this result.
अरे सॉरी, एक वो ऐसा करिए कि 16 कटोरियाँ मंगा लीजिए, उसमें इनको दे देंगे, अपने बाथरूम में लगा के और नहा लेंगी, या तो यहीं लगा लें, कटोरी हो तो हो सकता है। अच्छा, हाथ में दे दें। Now come, one of you, I'll show you. Now come along, come here. See, now what? Just put it like that. See, just yeah. See, you put it like that on her body and take it out. You see, it will all the whole thing, let it dry a little, and the whole thing comes out. You see, take the paper and take it out on that. All right. Put it on your face also, the same thing. Just put it on your face, and you can take it out, the whole thing. All right. Give it to everyone. Yeah. Now take it out more. Your feet also. You can take it out. Can you arrange for them to wash their hands and feet here? Something? You can arrange some water for them? It will be better. It's coming out? Oh. Now give it to these girls, you see? This thing. Take it round. Who will take it? When you take it round, tell them to put it on their feet, on your leg, on their feet. 16. It's all right. We can manage. Just like without it. So,
You hold it? That's a good boy.
you tell them to take it like this, put it in the hand and take out,
You
alright?
put it like this.
Put more. Just bring it this way. This way only. Put it in that. Put more water in that.
Mataji needs a towel, please. Let's bring towel.
It's coming out better. You do it yourself. She can do it herself also to her face. Just put it on and she will do it herself. Alright? Just take it out properly because others can't take it out. You see, they feel frightened to touch you, isn't it? This will clear out your hair and everything clears out with this. Hello, put more water in that. Hello, hello, Rosie, put more water. उसमें पानी डालो, ले जाओ. ये ले जाओ, ये मेरे हाथ का पानी. No, there should be more water, I think. Yes, bring here, bring here. It's such a lot that's not needed for one person. Put some water, yeah. Use more watery stuff. You see, don't give them that. You just, that's all. You see, you take this to them and don't put it here, the solid pieces. That's all, yeah. Yes, just the water to be applied. You see, apply, keep it here. Just apply the water. That's all right. It's all right. All right, now. Abbas, that's all. Huh?
Shri Mother.
More of, put it little bit of that also. Not only water, but little bit thicker because it won't come out otherwise. Can you get some tissue paper? Some of you should run and get some. Now take out all that and put it in there, whatever you have taken, that's all. Now, just let them have the tissue paper. Come along, now wipe your faces and hands and feet. All right, nicely with the tissue paper, and then you go for your baths. You see, your faces will shine. Just see with this. It's a beauty treatment. And also your eyes will sparkle. I vibrated it, you see. See her skin, see now. You just see. Now don't put any soap as far as possible. Now call the boys. All the other ladies can apply to the boys and all the other men, and they can apply each other later on. Huh? Where are the boys? No, all the ladies need not move. No, they can be here. All right. Ladies are to be here. See, with the girls, the brides, of course. There's no parda for men. Call the boys, where are they? Hiding. All the men and all the king's horses, call them. This we have to give it to the children also, little bit. All right? But just wait till the boys come in. Now you have to go and put it to the boys if you want. Where are they? Modi is going to do first. Put some music on. What's the matter? See, these are the bridegroom. Come along now. Go ahead. Apply nicely. Come along. What are you doing, Michael? Come along. All of you. All the boys, all the men, all the men. All the men, all the boys. Nicely put them. That's the one. Very good music. Good one for the boys. Good one. Very good one. So now the children also, you should allow children also to do it.
Let the children have a turn. Let the children have a Shakti, stand back.
They are taking big lumps. Come along. Now the boys turn round. Now, you must stand straight.
Girls turn round.
These are not standing straight behind you. Stand up. Now we start the Mangalashtaka. Now, after every stanza, you have to put these things that we have been given rice on the bridegroom and the bride, on both the sides. Now, can some people come this side also, because this side somebody has to put also. Some of you can come this side also. Come now.
What about the children? Should they not be in front now?
Of course the children should
Little
be-
children should step in front now.
Now the flower girls.
Flower girls.
Flower girls have to be in front. Now the flower girls have to move very slowly, very slowly, putting the flowers. Now somebody should move with the flower girls. Can you stand that side? Somebody that side and somebody this side. Move the, yes, you move this side. Yes. Move very slowly. The little girls should move very slowly, putting flowers while you are moving, alright?
You all got some flowers? Petals?
Alright. Little flowers you should allow to fall. But walk very slowly, alright? Very slowly. Let's do Vedika.
Ganga
Sindhu Saraswati Yamuna Godavari Nirmala शेवटला मी म्हणे कावेरी शरयू महेंद्रतनया चर्वन्वती वेदिका
क्षिप्रावेत्रवती महासुरवती शाताचया
दंडकी ने वरती जातात पूर्णा जल
समुद्र सहिता सदा मंगलम शुभमंगल सावधान
हे मला नत्वा स्वाम कुलदेवतां च कमलां विघ्नेश्वरं शारदां वश्ये कृष्ण विवाह कौतुकमिदं चेतो हरं शृण्वताम् स्वस्यैवा नुगणानुवर्णन परिश्रान्तस्य विश्रान्ताय
सोदरपूतये सुभक्तर्वत् कुर्यात् सदा
When they come closer, all the children should come out. Modi thinks he absolutely without any control. He used to give all kinds of abusers to Brahmins. Now today we discover it. Lakshmi Kau Subhaparijata Tasura Dhanvantari Chandrama इकडे भरा गावा काम सुरेश्वर गजो ब्रह्मादिदेवांगना अश्वास प्रमुखस्तथा हरिधनु शंखो विष्णु गायत्री गन्धो गदाधर गया गंभीर गोदावरी गंधर्व ग्रह गोप गोकुलगणा कुर्यात् सदा मंगलम् वाल्मीकि सनक सनंदन मुनि व्यासो वसिष्ठो भुज जाविलै जमदङ्गिराम जनको गर्गाङ्गिरा गौतमा माता भरतोऽनुपश्य सकरो धन्यो दिलो पूर्णुपा पुण्यो धर्मसुतो ययाति नंशो कुर्यात् सदा मङ्गलम्
शुभमङ्गल सावधान
ब्रह्मज्ञानरसायनं श्रुतिकथा वैद्या तथा ज्योतिषं व्याकरणं च धनुर्धरं जलतरं मन्त्राक्षरं वैदिकं कोकवाहनवाजिनं नटनुतं सम्बोधनं चातुरी विद्यानाम चतुर्दश प्रतिदिनं कुर्यात् सदा मङ्गलम् शुभमङ्गल
सावधान शुभमङ्गल सावधान शुभमङ्गल
The girls have to move forward, slowly. Move forward. I managed. कधी एकलाही वाचलेलं नाही. संस्कृत येतं मला. I know Sanskrit. Move forward. Even move forward. Yes, move forward. Still move forward. जरा music लावा. Move forward, please. Move forward as soon as they start.
Children.
Now put the garlands. Universal Nirmala religion of Kundali. Alright? So this is the mantra to be said. Now put it down like that. That's why. Because we want to achieve this religion within ourselves, that's why we are doing this to the Kalasha that is there. It's a symbol. Alright? Now second one is called as Madhupad. In this, the father and the mother of the girl invite the boy to come for the wedding that he has come, some sweet has to be given. Now, so now you give it 3 times, right? First one, you give it to the boy and he has to eat it. Second time, he has to eat it. 3 times, has to 3 mantras have to be said. This is to invite the boy to this wedding of Sahajoga, to respect him, to invite him. See, invitation as invitation. You give some sweet because he's come to your house, alright? Now, 3 times. So first time you just give and you eat it in the hand. Yes, now eat it. This is the significance of the dahi is the food and the madha is in the center. So it's given to you to make you cool and to be in the center. Madhu is honey. Alright. Now second time. Now. Madhuparka is done now. That means they are invited. Alright? Now, this is the second time. Now the Kanyadan is to give the girl to the boy. Alright, is the point. The hand of the girl is given to the boy. Now, what you have to do is to put the boy's hand like this, and the girl hand has to be put by the mother into the boy's hand from the back. Mother and the father both. What the boy has to do, now put the hands. Now, he's saying, I am giving this daughter to you because you must take to Brahma, means the vibrations as you call it, the Brahma, Shakti, and that you must grow in it and you must create children in the same way, and that you should have children of very high quality. That's why I am giving you my daughter to you.
Now the boy has to say that I accept.
So, I accept. All right. It's good. In English. Good. That's a very big thing for them. It is going to have a great effect. 15 yajnas being lost to us. Too much blessings. We have marriages for 7 days. So you can imagine. 7 days. Regular circus. That's how our marriages never break. Nobody wants to have another circus. They make it so difficult that once for all finished. Go on counting.
Flora,
Good.
don't keep that light in the one
You see,
spot.
your chakras are improving in the head. Just for and see.
Again it's coming up.
Very well. You are all helping the whole world. You know that. So going round the fire is put into Bundilla 7 times. All the surgeries are going to be helped by this. All over the world.
Devi ki
What should I call you? Markandeya, all right? Now I call you Markandeya. You like it? Atula. Atula is goddess's name. Means she cannot be compared. Atula. Incomparable. Let me see. So we call Niranjana. It's a good name. Niranjana is the goddess's name. All right. They all look like me. Some. I don't know how they have heat the head, so it's all right. Australia has a special place. The first puja is always done in Australia. But it is so sad that all my children are so much distributed. I wish a day should come when we all of us live together. I depend on you very much. As I told you, you are the essence, you are the key to the Western life. So try to mold yourself in such a way that you become good Sahajogis. You have to change many conditionings that you have from the West and become really people with proper understanding. I look forward of seeing greater number of people coming. Words fail when You cannot express anymore. May God bless you all. Your love outbeats me. And I really find no words to express my feelings. The way you have taken to Sahaja Yoga and the way you have established yourself in Sahaja Yoga. I know it is very difficult to spread Sahaja Yoga. Everywhere it is difficult. Because, these are the times of Kali Yuga. I am not tired of the journey so much as the fighting the evil forces around us. As for myself, to come to Australia is such an excitement and such a joy, because last year I could not come, and this year when they said it was the Sahasrara Puja, I have to perform here and be it there, I was very happy. Tomorrow we have to have that puja. I was also a person, in a way you can say a seeker, because I was trying to find out a method, a way by which I could really give mass realization. I could give realization to many people at the same time. And for that I was really working very, very hard, understanding lots of people, human beings, and out of them I found bureaucrats at the worst. Tomorrow I think it should be, you see, actually you'll be surprised, this is the time I opened Sahasrara in India. This is exactly the time. Because just now it's 6:30 there, 6:35. And about 6:30 I opened Sahasrara. So you can imagine, this is the time I opened the Sahasrara there, and this is the time we are sitting on the other side of the world and celebrating that day, that great day of Sahasrara being opened out. It's a very great day in the history of spirituality. Very great day for the whole world. They will realize one day what it was, such a great time that Sahasrara could be opened for masses. Not only that, but you are empowered to do that great work. May God bless I was thinking, there's one point which you can tell them, that you see, human awareness is not at its best, is not at its absolute. So what is the evolutionary process is working. And because of that natural evolutionary process, the time has come for many to break through. Then that goes into their head, getting better. We have to be very cautious and careful with the new people, because they don't know about Sahaja Yoga, they don't know about the kingdom of God. So don't have to show off in any way. Try to be kind and nice to them and tell them everything in such a manner as if you are trying to be very helpful to them. Don't get angry with them, don't shout at them. It's a very big responsibility, I think, to get the new people in proper shape. It's a knack, I think. It has to be a knack. If you find somebody rather difficult or someone, then you ask somebody else to deal with that. Go on shifting such a person, so that person gets fed up and will go away.
If somebody is asking too many questions or anything, also you try these things. Like that, you see, don't go on arguing. Don't argue with anyone. Too much arguments will not bring anything. You know, Sahaja Yoga cannot be argued on. Some extent is all right, but too much it should not be argued. Now, we have achieved quite a lot in Sydney, and for the whole world to see that if we can do that in Sydney, why not anywhere else? Let us see what happens, but tomorrow's Melbourne program and the program of television may work out something better. Gradually you can show them the miraculous photographs. That also is quite convincing. If you talk to them about miraculous this thing, and gradually you can then start talking about me. Secondly, never argue among yourselves. That's a very important part. In the presence of others, never argue. Always support each other, don't support a non-Sahaja Yogi. Never support a non-Sahaja Yogi. Sahaja Yogis have to support Sahaja Yogis. In the presence of others, you should not argue at all. The whole attitude should be how much we gain, how much we can improve, how much we can go ahead. That should be our attitude. And then one has to realize that this is such a great work. In the whole history of spirituality, in the whole history of humanity, there has never been such a revolution. So we are all part and parcel of that revolution, so we have to understand. We have to understand that we have to be strong, standing on our legs, on our feet. Now there are people who depend on their wives for for vibrations, or wives depend on the husband. Tell me every time, tell me what's the vibration. No, you stand on your own legs and find out what are the vibrations like. You're not to depend on them. Wives should not try to dominate the husbands, and the husband also should not try to sort of belittle the wives. That's how things will work out very well, because in the presence of others, whatever is our behavior, how we look before them, that is going to impress them the best. Now, we may have to have more ashrams, more places, I think, because so many people are increasing in sizes. I would say you can start a fund here, some sort of a fund for yourself, with which I have nothing to do. There's a fund called as a building fund, you can call it something, or we can see if we can find some land somewhere gradually. If you can buy some land and build a proper ashram, bigger in size, where people could stay, something like that, if you can manage. It need not be in the city because it may be expensive. Or you could find an old house which is dilapidated, can be renovated by us, like we did with Shudi Camp. So you can have a bigger place with a bigger hall, and things can be worked out in that way, because I don't think this hall is sufficient even for you. So, now the whole thing has been so beautiful and so good and so excellent. The success was so great. And we are going to have success after success, no doubt. But only it depends on how many of you rise higher and higher. The more you rise, the rest will come behind you. Don't fall down with any ideas, with any depressive thinking, or we can say aggressive thinking. Just be there and be in thoughtless awareness, grow in meditation, achieve your depths. Everything will be solved and everything will be perfect. I want to thank you specially for arranging this program in Sydney in such a wonderful way, and the Stephen who has arranged for the TV program also. And the way it was so successful in that beautiful hall, and it's unforgettable the way people got the realization. So all of you are responsible for working so hard for distributing those pamphlets and putting up posters and things like that. Apart from that is your dedication, is your love, your understanding about Sahaja Yoga. That has helped so much. Thank you ever so much. May God bless you. Beautiful, because this is even more melodious, you see, than when we heard it in India, because in India, you see, some people were going a little bit here and there from other countries. I would like to thank all of you. Thanking is coming with a big for celebration of this Mother's Day. It's a very good idea that this Mother's Day has been established in your country and that it coincides with my visit here. In India, surprisingly, we don't have anything like Mother's Day. It's very surprising. We have all the goddesses' days, but not for Mother. And we have to remember also the Mother who gave us birth, and then only you can realize what it is to give a spiritual birth. And so nice to see so many children here and small little babies, all of them so much enjoying themselves in the nature and are bringing joy to all of you. There are no words that can really express the joy I feel, the way Sahaja Yoga is growing in Sydney especially. I have to yet seen Melbourne, but I think you will go very much faster than any other country abroad than India. You can see how things are happening. It was so exciting the other day when you came after the workshop. We were so much satisfied that you have been able to save so many Australians. And you will be saving more and more and more and bringing much more joy to your country. And there are hardly 10 days now I am in this country. Whatever it is, whatever time we spend here, how intensely we take Sahaja Yoga is the point. How intensely we understand Sahaja Yoga is the point. It's not how much time we spend together, but how deeply we feel this joy of Sahaja Yoga. Meditation is a part and parcel of our lives. As for human beings, they have to breathe, we have to meditate. If you do not meditate, you can never grow. You have to meditate. Unless and until you meditate, you can never grow, you will remain the same. The growth of a personality takes place only when you meditate and become deeper. Superficiality is not going to help. And this is the reason why one has to meditate, but not for a long period, just for 5 to 10 minutes every day, morning and evening. That all of us have to do every day. Whether you are in the ashram or not, please keep to that you meditate. We are people of a special category, chosen for a very special work, for a very, very great work which has never taken place before, is the greatest revolution that you could think of. Such a revolution has not taken place in any country, in any nation, in any place. And for the greatest of greatest is the blessings that you form a new race, born out of the people who are in this world. A new race is formed. Never such a new race was formed. Only the theories, like people said, all right, we'll have communism, so they fought for communism. They said we'll have this sort of a thing, they fought for it. We'll have this government, we'll have this land, they fought for it. But nothing happened inside. But here is a complete transformation, is such a revolution, is of complete, I say, from the roots upward. Everything is changed. And that's what has never happened before. And only human beings can do that. And that's what you have achieved. So it's a very great thing. My all congratulations to all of you. Now what's your name, please?
Rose.
Rose. Thank you very much. Giving me a rose. Thank you. What's your name?
Alexander.
Alexander. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless you. Everybody should tell the name. That's important. Victor. Thank you very much. Oh, now there is fragrance.
Celebrate from your heart. Let all the angels hear. Watch as the symphony of life is revealed. Celebrate from your heart.
All right. What's your name?
Danya.
Nanya. So, Adinath, may God bless you. Look at the eyes of Adinath. Thank you. All right.
Sahaja Yoga Preschool.
Oh, just look at that. Now what's your name?
Aiden.
Aiden. Such beautiful children you have, such beautiful children. Let them grow, then you will see what will happen to Saj Yoga. Thank you. Thank you, Aiden. You can see this side.
That side.
This side?
Yes, that's the flat side.
And which is the other side?
The other side. The flat side.
I think that's the front, Shri Mataji.
That's the front side. Just here, you see from this side as if they're all coming out. You feel as if they're coming out. It's true.
Beautiful, most unusual.
Very unusual. It's beautiful.
As I raise my eyes, as I raise my eyes, as I raise my eyes to the glorious heavens, the azure blue of the sky is tempered by a gentle breeze that flows across my skin. Comes from within. How can you know the meaning of your life until you're connected to the power that created you? Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Nirmala Devi. When it seems the whole world is turning without you, just have the faith in your heart and know that truth will see you through with the peace and love of the gracious dove. How can you know the meaning of your life until you're connected to the power that created you by the grace of Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Nirmala Devi. How can you know the meaning of your life?
The love of a person should not be such that it should spoil people. Say now, if I am your mother, I love you very much, you know that very well, and you also love me. But if I have to correct you, I must have courage to correct you and tell you what I want you to do. You need not get into temper or anger. I think very seldom I really get angry with people. But you have to tell them. So you start now, as you are Sahajogis, your children are born realized, and Sahajogis the other way around. That you are all Sahajogis, you tell your children, you can't behave like that. Put the dignity into their mind. Tell them that this is the way you have to behave. Firstly, they must get affection. They must know somebody loves them very much and dearly. And secondly, the respect. They should know that they are very much respected and they have to be respectable. Thirdly, they should know also that they belong to a very prestigious family of Sahajogis. They can't do all this. Their attention also is to be such that they understand what they are doing. In the West, children don't have that attention, I tell you. Normally what attention we have in the East, we don't find it. That children, even if they are realized souls, they have the same attention. It has to be brought in. I remember my mother always used to, where is your attention? All the time. She used to, where is your attention? I was quite a philosopher, so I used to go into meditation. So she used to say, where is your attention? I said, inside, it's all right. Vulnerability is the problem I sometimes feel. For that you have to be very, very careful. Because now, as you see in Sydney, it started in a very bad way. And now we are so many sensible people sitting here, who are my children, of whom I am very proud, very proud. But at the same time, please try to understand that you are surrounded by vultures actually. And the whole atmosphere is full of such things. Because I see your newspapers, I see your media and I'm really shocked. Then another thing I've seen is that very important is to give for Sahaja Yoga your time. Many people do not give their time, do not work in the ashrams, they do not think that they have to do something for Sahaja. you must understand that you are part and parcel of one body. Now supposing I do not allow one hand to work, put it in a sling. You will find it will never work. It will become weak, it will not be able to do anything, it will be wasted. So you have to use all the limbs of the body in the same way. You all must also put in physical, mental, emotional, whatever is possible for the work of Sahaja Yoga, because it is your work. I don't need Sahaja Yoga. I don't have to do it. It's for you. I have started this, and it is for you to give it to others. It's your responsibility. So you should take it up as your own. For example, you know that at this age I am travelling every third day or fourth day and travelling long distances. All this I am doing for what? There's no need for me to do. I don't need anything. I am just doing it because it's supposed to be my life. I don't know how to explain why I'm doing it really. Logically it doesn't sound sensible. But if you see me, you say that we have great regard for Mother, we respect her very much, we are very fond of her and we worship her, all these things. But do you give so much as she can give? How much do we give? Christ had to surrender to the desire of his Father. And he asked him that if you could take away this cup, it would be nice. But when the Father said, no, you have to drink this cup, he accepted and he went through it very bravely and beautifully. We have to have the same kind of surrender, that whatever we have to do, we should do it with the surrender. We should not think that we are achieving something by that, we are showing off by that, or anything like that. Just we should feel that is being done because we are surrendered. We should feel our surrender as a great blessing. If you can put your attention to your heart and just say that I surrendered myself, that's more than sufficient. To surrender is very easy. Just you have to say, Mother, come in my heart and come in my head and come in my attention. That's all. Go on saying like that. Please come in my heart, come in my head and come in my attention. And as you go on saying, Kundalini will rise and she will cleanse you completely. She is the one who cleanses you. In the history of humanity, in the history of evolution, in the history of spirituality is the most important time, because here where you will get whatever has been promised to you so far. Our planet is moving in a spiral way. All the planets are moving in a spiral way, and they are creating all possible things for the use of human beings so that they can save time. Save time for getting their ascent and for meditative growth. But people don't understand that part. All right? What I try to show them, that this is the left side, this is the right side. So this is the left sympathetic nervous system, say, and this is the right sympathetic nervous system. And really spinal cord looks like this. And inside here is the spinal cord, which has the centers in it, the subtle centers. Now, when you start using the energy of these centers, say too much on the right, and it starts moving more towards the right, and there's a constriction. And the power becomes less because you are exhausting. Going more towards the right side. Suddenly something happens, and from the left, if there's a jerk, then the connection is completely broken. This is on its own. It starts working on its own. That's why you say that this has become malignant. I have no relationship with the whole to have the proportionate growth. So if the nose starts developing, it can cover your eyes, can cover your mouth, everything. This is how a cancer is set in. Or any other disease. So many psychosomatic diseases are nothing but somatic is from the right side, and when the psyche gives in, then it becomes a psychosomatic disease. There are so many diseases which are more psychosomatic than physical. And these we call them as incurable, can be easily cured by Kundalini awakening, because when Kundalini passes through this, she just integrates them. For example, she is going like this, then she goes into this, integrates them. Just like she strings them, like pearls. And so they are brought down. And also she nourishes that center. That's how people get cured. There were many in Ganpatipure. I couldn't talk to you directly that time. How many got married in Ganpatipure this time? None from Melbourne. But there were many Australians married. All right, next time. But I was told that most of the young boys and young girls are married now. You all will be there for the puja. Shivaratri puja is the most important puja, I think, from spiritual point of view. I hope you will make it comfortable to be there. And this Shivaratri should create something more within you to see the vision that I have about the whole world. I am a simple housewife, as you can see, and never to feel that you're just a housewife and good for nothing. Even if you create one great man as a mother, it's the greatest achievement than to earn all kinds of laurels in this world. I'm happy CP could come this time, and he's going to be here in Australia for some time. He has written this book. Of course, I asked him to write this book because I knew Shastriji was a realized soul. And that a person like this is lost to a country which requires really someone of that caliber. It has happened. So I hope you all will read the book and understand the value of leading a good life. Actually, I always say that the politicians don't realize how they will go in the history. So the whole play is like this, of three forces going on, just to show ultimately the truth prevails. First is the Shiva's compassion, his goodness, to one side. Then the play of Sri Krishna, or say Sri Vishnu, of neutralizing. And the third is the play of Brahma, who creates things and who produces things. All these three forces are playing just to create an atmosphere for all of us to feel that there is something else is to be done to our human awareness. All they have evolved within us, this desire to seek the truth. Now on one side, Shiva is extremely compassionate, very kind, even to asuras, the Rakshasas. But on the other side, he can be extremely cruel, he can destroy the whole universe. If the people are so decadent, if the people do not take to spirituality, if their innocence is completely lost, if they do not get detached from all these wrong identifications which are creating problems in this world, he destroys the whole universe. So as it is, he is the spectator of the work of Adishakti. He allows her to do all this work, to create human beings, to give them realization, do all this. But in case he finds her children people who have been saved by her are misbehaving or insulting or in any way destroying her work, he might get into a temper by which he can destroy the whole universe.